Hi guys, happy 4th. It's 4th of July today. I don't have addiction. So I'm back here. So anyway, so I've said before in the short video I just did about Scott's schools, the person at Justice Department, that I feel somehow guided or drawn towards, and I thank you again for your feedback about the structure of the readings. I agree. I do like the cards a lot. Okay, and I think, but at the same time, I feel like I know, and a lot of people that watch the channel are learning cards or like to use it as a means to improve their. Just for people, anyway. I've been told that you guys, many of you do that, and it's useful to have the cards. I right now, I just feel like there are so many questions that I am leaning towards somehow using more division. So I'm going to use very few cards, okay, and uh, and then I'm going to go straight into divisions, okay. All right. So guys, how were you? I was so angry when I saw on the Rachel Maddow show. I had seen that the Republicans had gone to Moscow before. I had read it earlier in the day or the day before, and it was very upsetting. But somehow seeing on the show and like their bullshit is disgusting. So, so I have all these questions about it, okay? And the questions are, why are they there? What is the purpose of the trip? Do they know if they're being used? Because they're being used for propaganda, obviously. Okay, who goes to the 4th of July? They're in Moscow. Hello, are you that dumb? Is this a blackmail? What the hell? And then, what does Mueller think? Is he watching this? Okay, so that's that. So, oh, those Republicans, they're so patriotic. Hmm. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They go to Moscow. Hmm. Oh yeah. Hmm. So what are they doing there? Huh? Oh, what the hell? What the hell? So what the hell were these Republican senators doing there? How embarrassing was that? Jesus Christ. So tell me. Hmm. What are they doing there? Oh my God. Oh my God. Isn't it amazing how your face could change just by your posture and how you move your face? Is amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna lower this. So why would they go over there? Oh no, sad. Are you sad? Oh, crying baby. Really? No, no, really? Hmm. Oh my God, really? So weird. Yeah. It's strange, guys. I think this could be Trump. It's weird. It's like there's a good man here and there's a loyalty. Okay, a loyal to who? It's like they're not listening to advice. Okay, this is weird. Okay, get it. All right. Yeah. So the baby, it's an illegal thing for a baby. Shade a baby, shade a man, baby, shade. Oh yeah. Oh no. So guys, yeah. All right. So here, I think this is a child chagrin, like infantilism. I think essentially it's a crying baby. I think that would be Trump, and this is something illegal. Okay. This is a man. Tell me more about this man here. Some money. Okay. So I wonder if it has something to do with fundraising of some sort. Gifts. That's right. Gifts and letter. Now, guys, remember the election is coming. Okay. So that's like here, it's like they're not listening and they're being listened to, guys. Living room is private communications. There's a woman here, there's gossip. Now, it's either that they could also be, the Russians could be trying to honey trap them further, okay? And also here, God, this is the high honors. This would be them, but also I think of it as a card of Putin because the king, I see the king is Putin. Okay, so yeah. Now, what is I'm still a little bit confused. Oh, look, an end. Oh my God, look, an ending. Oh, really? And it could also mean, guys, because this is a loyalty. So it's like, There's loyal sense of loyalty here and the letter. Now, I don't think this is an indictment, okay, because the question is what is the reason for the visit? I think it has to do with probably voting. Definitely, okay? I would think. Oh, this is money losses. Interesting. Okay. Permanent losses. Woman. Another card of woman. Okay. More. Yeah, this is fights. All right. So, all right. So let me come. I have the list of the questions here. So why are they there? Okay. Why are the Republicans there? They're going on a. It's so funny, so dumb. But it's like they're like, we're going and starting a new era where the right wing wins and Jesus is with us. Jesus, the Jesus that we understand, is a child abuser and a rapist, but that's okay, you know. It's like they're like, it's a new era, and we're going to be friends with them. We're going to accomplish great things. They believe that they're that. So yeah, I think that the Russians trapped them into going there on July 4th, and it has to do with discussion about the elections. They're like, thank you so much for everything you've done. You changed the game. You know so much. What is the purpose of the trip? Is it a friendly trip? What kind of trip is it? They're also selling it as a means to understand how to change. It's almost like some sort of a, what is a secret? Like something to, I do think it has something to do with the elections. It's kind of like it's being dressed up as something. It's like I said, they're in awe of the Russians. It's so bizarre, but that's what it looks like. Okay, they're like, oh, all of this stuff related to the elections. Now, these people that are in the right wing people think that the Russians made something magical happen, where suddenly America is like, retrograde in the right wing. Do they know they're being used? Okay, because I feel like obviously they're not the smartest people in the room. Okay, so do they know they're there? They're being used. Do they know they're being used? They still have the handicap of having winning everything because they were superpower. They don't get it that they're the ones being manipulated and used for propaganda purposes, and that they're just there to, kind of like trap them, okay, into this situation where they're not gonna get anything now because they want the sanctions lifted. They want the sanctions lifted so that we can have a better. It's like they're selling it as like these nations that are sort of like ultra right and like white supremacist kind of, essentially that's what it is. They were able to sell the whole thing about not Catholicism, Christian whatever, as something that they can connect with. So it's like, well, let's try to remove the barriers. This is the way that we can, work better together. If you lift this, it's very hard for us to work together if those sanctions are still in place and all that. What does Mueller think? Do they know? Does he know they're, I mean, obviously he knows about this. Like, what is he, they're being tracked? What's up? Guys, I think, yeah, I'm trying to think. I think they're trying to put something in one of their, and I wonder if one of them is like on Mueller's side and is trying to use it as a kind of a means to, what's the word? Observe, like, not be kind of. I think it would be impossible for them to be totally wired. Like, can they be wired in the circumstances? And that'd be dangerous when they pick up on everything. Yes, they would. It's like saying, like, if I were them, I would actually, as soon as I go back to the U.S., I would like get rid of all the phones and like they have to do some sort of cleansing, because they could have been stuff put in their phones and everything. I think Mueller's checking their phones. I think Mueller knows the extent of which the GOP has been completely spellbound and compromised in that way. Oh my God, is it here, by the way? Anyway, so yeah, I feel like they're laughing at me. They're like, "Oh my God, you're so funny." You're like, "I can't believe it, this is the occasion." I'm like looking at my zits or whatever. People, the image I get out of here. So I think they come back. Okay, there wasn't. What was it? So what do they want in return? They want this connection. They want things to go further. They follow. They feel like we follow their guidance. We went over there, and the elections are coming in. We are really worried about can we continue this? And they're like, yeah. So if you try to help us lift the sanctions, then maybe we can help you further. But without lifting the sanctions, it's not as good as we want. And I think I've seen this before in the reading about Jim, that they go hardcore now. The tactics changed, and I feel like the Republicans are the beggars now, okay? And they're like, yeah, do something for us and we'll do something for you now. Okay, they want the sanctions. That's the thing that they really care about. And they're like, you have to start changing the story and let us stay in Crimea and let us stay in the Ukraine and lift the financial sanctions. Otherwise, we're not motivated to help you. Okay, because I think like it's showing guys also that the Republicans privately they're very worried about the upcoming elections. Okay, and yeah, this is interesting. I wasn't thinking that, but that's what it's showing here. Okay, they are very worried. So this is why. So there you go. Yeah, they want to. In some ways, I feel like they want to integrate further. Like I said, they feel like the Russians know a lot about elections. They can help them, and at the same time it's like guys, unfortunately they're looking to the Russians for guidance. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Okay, and that's that. And I think they go over there and they realize there's a price to pay and that the conversation changed. I feel like when they come back to the US and they see how this whole thing was used and they understand what happened, and they're like, fuck, what are we going to do next? Okay, all right. So and I'm like, okay, asking why weren't they? I'm just like, isn't that so dumb for them to like go there? It's not obvious to me. It seems so obvious. Why the hell? Well, the way it was like, they kind of made it happen in such a way that they had to change this. They were like, oh, maybe try this day, but we had to change the schedule and stuff like that. So they're very clever. And I think, like I said, they are very worried about the upcoming elections. They could lose, and that's why they went there. And they gave them so much money before. Okay, there's dark money groups, but I think it's more than money. It's about essentially a kind of like leadership. They're looking to them for leadership, unfortunately, and also how to win the upcoming elections because they're going to lose, right? I mean, they know there's danger here. So yeah. So like I said, guys, I feel like for the Russians, it's level 2. They trapped them with the gifts and all that, and now they want the payback, and that's what they're going for. Okay. All right. So is Mueller gonna interview them? I think they're reading the messages. They're already accessing everything. They know in a way that there's a campaign of influence. I think they might be interviewed by. Let's see, what is it now? When? After the thing. Oh, after the thing drops. Sorry,